Hello there, Camille Macres here, principal of the School of Inner Beauty. I want to talk to you about something that is on the hearts and minds of almost every woman in America: your body and your weight. It's been such a challenge for so many women for so many years to really come to a place of loving and accepting their bodies. And so I hope if you really can get this video, it will make a huge difference for you in your life. I guarantee it. So first, let me tell you that I struggled with my weight for many, many years. I was skinny, and then I was overweight, and then I was skinny again, and I was overweight, and I sort of went back and forth. I wasn't, tremendously overweight. It wasn't like hundreds of pounds, but at one point I was almost 40 pounds heavier than I am right now. And I was always fighting myself to lose the weight. And I thought that if I just hated myself enough, if I just hated my body and was disgusted enough by it, that eventually I would change. And let me tell you, it worked. It worked in the short term for a little bit, but it was a constant battle and struggle. And once I really took on loving my body at whatever weight it was when the weight started to come off almost effortlessly. Now, it didn't mean that I wasn't taking care of what I was eating, and it didn't mean that I wasn't exercising, but my whole perspective on my body had to shift for my body to shift. So what I would say is the two things that you can do today that have nothing to do with eating or exercise to make the biggest difference in your body and your perception of your body is twofold. One, make a commitment to stop judging the food that you eat and judging your body. You got that? So obviously we want you to be eating healthy stuff. And, there's certainly a place, I'm a paleo chef. I support people in, being empowered through eating whole foods and juicing and eating the food that really loves you. But, you're not always going to be eating that way. And when the times when you slip or fall, those are the times that actually, to me, those are some of the most important times to shift your way of being. So that if you eat something that you shouldn't be eating, don't have any judgment about it. Say, I'm choosing to eat this donut. I'm going to love this donut. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to welcome it and invite it into my body. Really, that's pretty novel all by itself. And then what happens then is the next day when you wake up, Monday morning, maybe you've just binged on donuts the night before, you can actually start from a clean slate where you don't have this thick negative charge about what you had just done the night before. And that really prevents you from doing the, that downward spiral. Yeah, you guys have all been there before, I can imagine, where you're doing so well with your weight loss goals and you're doing everything perfect, and then you slip. And then you have a conversation with yourself that says, man, I messed up. I always messed up. What's the point? And you just let it go altogether. That is not the answer. And when you don't judge yourself at the point of eating whatever that thing was, then it makes it very easy to go back to your normal way of eating the next day, because you're not living in reaction to that decision that you made the day before. The second thing around judgment is around judging your body the way that it is. This was another one for me that took a lot of time to begin to transform, because I hated what I saw when I looked in the mirror for many, many years, and I was just so sad. And there were times that I would stop even having mirrors up. I just didn't even want to see myself. And when I consciously took on loving myself and my body just the way that it was, at first it was really, really difficult. And I didn't believe it. I thought I was lying. But I would look in the mirror and I would say, Camille, I love you just the way you are and just the way you were not. and I would, I would touch my skin, and I would bring praise to the parts of my body that I had been previously hating. And that became, that which was really difficult at first, it became just the way that I am with myself now. For the most part, I'm not saying that I don't have those times where I feel bloated, or, we just, our brains are never going to go away. But for the most part, I'm able to look in the mirror and choose love for my body. And my body has responded with having the weight, for being at the weight that it wants to be at, and I don't count calories anymore. I don't have to fixate on, on my body, or I don't have to fixate on what I eat. And so that's the judgment piece. Which actually, I guess, leads into the second piece, is really choosing to love your body. Like I said, just love yourself, love your body just the way it is, and make that a discipline. You love your body the way you would love your little child. You wouldn't talk to a little child the way that you talk to your body. So don't give yourself permission. Do not continue to tolerate the self-judgment, the negative self-talk that you've probably been tolerating for so many years. So I promise you, if you can make these habits a part of your life, you are going to see tremendous freedom in your body. You will most likely lose a lot of weight, and you'll have a lot more freedom. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. Have an awesome day. Bye.